Royalty's daughter made a video clapback addressing CJ, and I actually agree with her on one point she made.
So stop trying to make it seem like we're the victim, because we're clearly not. Let's make it seem like we're the victim.
You're right. Your family is not a victim at all. CJ's trolling is an effect caused by Royalty's lying. Now I'm going to address the part I disagreed with, which was everything else. You said he never gave Kamari attention.
Like, you giving us more attention than you give your own daughter. Give her attention, bro. Like, it's actually getting to a point. Like, give her attention.
Does Nation know CJ brought his daughter to live with him? Kamari had a great life finally living with her dad until Royalty made up terrible lies about a child. Kamari was 12 when Royalty accused her of repeatedly harming the twins. CJ and Nike decided for Kamari's safety, it was best to leave her dad's house and move back to Indiana.
Are you sick and tired of their mama blaming you for stuff you didn't do? Or how about when she said you was doing stuff today that you never would have do?
That's even weirder. Like, that's my sister. Like, why would I do that?
He moved her to his house in Vegas and enrolled her in school in Vegas so she could live with him. And all the love and attention Kamari got from her father and the fans is why Royalty started crashing out and making up lies about her. An adult made up such terrible lies that Kamari's parents had to protect her mental health by moving her back across the state to Indiana.
My kid going back home because a lot of different reasons, but mainly y'all know the reason, man. I just can't keep her around all this drama. I actually thought I was saving her from the drama, but it ended up being worse out here than it was where she already was. So
this entire drama started again because CJ and Kamari addressed the family that lied, and hit dogs started howling. An adult made up multiple serious allegations about a child.
And Kamari's beef about. Guys, I don't even know, to be honest, but all I just know is we just two different girls that standing 10 toes behind their parents. And
then you jumped on a YouTube Q&A, switched off that lie, and said, "There's no beef with Kamari, we're just girls defending our parents." No, Royalty lied on Kamari and accused her of something serious. Then your sister got on Twitch a few days before your YouTube Q&A and kept pushing the narrative that Jaaliyah was harmed. And Royalty blamed Kamari for doing it. So what do you mean there's no beef? This isn't petty internet beef or petty internet drama. Your family is accusing people, including children, of serious crimes. There's no going back. You're right. That's another thing you're right about. There's no going back, and your family are not victims. Kamari has always been the biggest victim in all of this. She's also 13. She's also a child. She was only 12 when this started, since we're talking about adults bullying children.
Kamari, because like they were a literal inch away from putting their hands on my daughter this time. And I don't like that. And I don't want my daughter to have to feel like she needs to defend me or herself when it comes to the twins' mom and the twins' sister, because that's just weird.
Kamari didn't get out the car because she was standing in the kid's place like y'all want her to.
Not only the lies that Kamari had told about her, but the fact two people, way older than her, ganged up on her outside of her father's car and demanded she leave the safety of her father's car to confront them. You all wanted a 12-year-old child to confront two people way older than her, one being an adult, Royalty, but this is the same family now acting like the victims. This family made Kamari's life so miserable to the point she had to leave her dad's house and all the attention she was getting from CJ. So never say CJ doesn't give Kamari attention, because when CJ moved her to Vegas because he wanted her to be with him and was giving her all of his attention, Royalty couldn't handle it and started spiraling and making up lie after lie about Kamari, a child, bullying a child, trying to ruin a child's life. Like was mentioned twice in the video, Royalty and her family are not the victims. CJ and Kamari's entire lives could have been destroyed because of the lies told against them. Y'all didn't care about that. Y'all didn't care about that. If y'all didn't care that they could have ended up in prison and juvenile detention over lies, why should they care about something as petty as the internet trolling your family? Yes, you're being trolled. Yes, people are making fun of you. But that is not as bad as ending up in prison while being innocent, or a child going to juvenile detention because an adult told a lie because she was mad this child was living with her father and living the life her own kids once had. Everyone wants to speak on how CJ's trolling is affecting Royalty's family, but they're ignoring how his life could have been affected by the lies. He would have been in prison if he didn't have evidence. Right now, in prison, for the next 10 years, his child Kamari could have been in juvenile detention if they hadn't proved what Royalty said was false. But said in a previous video, You have no beef with Kamari, and that's fine for you. Kamari has every right to have beef with your family. She could have lost her freedom at 12 years old. 12, because your mother wanted to lie. So you don't need to have beef with Kamari for her to have something to say about you or your family. And it's really sad, because your little sister is going to grow up and know that your mother made up an entire lie about her other sister doing something terrible to her. They is going to grow up and say, wait, my mother lied about Kamari doing this to me. She also lied about my father doing the same thing. And it's so sad that the twins that y'all call disrespectful is going to topple that entire house of lies down. Because you can lie to the internet, but you cannot lie to CJ and Daya about their lived experience. And how do you think they will feel about you all when they grow up and realize all the lies that you guys have told? A house built of lies is built on a fragile structure and will eventually collapse. But you know, I do agree with you on one more thing. CJ should stop trolling. He should stop trolling. When he trolls, it makes you guys convinced that this is just small internet drama. He needs to sue instead. Not only for himself, but for what his daughters had to go through. Kamari and Daya.